Consultant lobbyist registration. To be registered to lobby, you need both an approved lobbyist registration number and an approved subject matter registration number. Registration is free and completed online. To complete the lobbyist registration, go to www.toronto.ca/lobbying. Scroll down to the section titled Related Information and select Register as a Lobbyist, Login. Please read the terms of use before proceeding. Click I agree once you are done. Select Register Now. Please read the Notice of Collection before proceeding. Click Continue once you are done. Before you register, here is where you can find useful information that pertains to your lobbyist registration, such as the lobbying bylaw, code of conduct, and other useful information. Select Continue. Select Register as Consultant Lobbyist. Please note, in each step, the mandatory field is marked with an asterisk. Step 1. Consultant Lobbyist Information. Enter in the information about the consultant lobbyist. Once you have filled in all the mandatory fields, you can proceed by selecting Continue or the step. Step 2. Particulars of lobbyist firm. Enter the particulars of the lobbyist firm. Please proceed once all the mandatory fields have been filled out. Step 3. Delegate designation. You can add a delegate to your account. This person would be authorized to enter and remove your data and information in the lobbyist registry system. They will be copied on all registry communications. Step 4. Optional notes or comments. This section allows you to provide any notes or comments for the Toronto Lobbyist Registrar's Office. Please note this section is not publicly disclosed. Select Review. If there are any mandatory fields missing, the system will highlight the missing information for you to complete before you can proceed. Once you have addressed the missing information, click Review. Review and confirm your information. Here is where you would review your information before submitting your registration to our office for approval. Review the information you have entered for accuracy. If changes are required, please select Edit next to the appropriate section and make the necessary changes. Once you have confirmed all your information is accurate, select Confirm. A pop-up will appear. You must click the link for both the Code of Conduct and the Toronto Municipal Code Chapter 140 Lobbying. As well as read and check all 4 declaration boxes below. Click on Confirm and Continue. Password and security questions. This is where you set up your password as well as your security questions and answers which will be used for password recovery. Please ensure that your password, as well as the answers to your security questions, are stored safely and is made available to any new delegates assigned to the account. Once you have filled out all the required information, check I am not a robot and select all the images requested. And select Verify. Click Save and Submit New Registration. To complete your registration, we need to receive a signed copy of the formal request letter and your certification form. To get a copy of these documents, please read and check the 4 boxes and click the link. Click See Example Letter. This is an example of the formal request letter. Download and copy this onto your official letterhead and have the consultant sign it. The signed formal letter of request can be sent to lobbyistregistrar@toronto.ca. Click Certification Form. This is the certification form. Please note the user ID highlighted, as this will be required when logging into the system. Also, the consultant name must match the name reflected below. Select Submit Signed Certification Form. A pop-up will appear asking, "Are you sure you want to submit your certification form?" Select Yes. Your registration will now be under review. Select My Registration to be brought back to your main dashboard. Your registration will now be under review. It can take up to 24 hours to approve once the documentation has been received. If there are any concerns with the registration, a lobbyist registry advisor will be in contact. Remember that you also need an approved subject matter registration in order to lobby. Please see the video on submitting subject matters. If you have any questions or require assistance, you can contact our office Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., by telephone at 416-338-5858, or by email at lobbyistregistrar@toronto.ca.